there are two different ways for drawing this ribbon, okay? And basically what I want you to think about is you're just kind of taking a curve, and if we could copy and paste that same line, but when we paste it kind of adjacent or like, you know, offset. So if that curve and this curve are the same, you just slightly slide them over and you get sort of this idea of a turn or a flip. Sometimes those turns and flips are smooth, and sometimes you need a little helper line in there to finish them. And that's basically at the heart of what we're doing today, okay? So I'm going to show you one method that I kind of prefer, and this is one where you work from your shoulder, you swing from your shoulder, and you just kind of use your whole arm. This one, check it out, first line. You know, try to work your whole page, work from your shoulder, and just put down a line, all right? This second part is where people get messed up, but it's actually, you know, all you're going to do is kind of follow this same path. Okay, don't do this now. Just watch. Okay, you'll get your chance in a minute. I'm going to follow this same line. Please watch. Eyes on screen. But this time I'm going to overlap. So I'm going to follow it, but I'm going to follow it badly. Just like I said, you have to copy it, but paste it a little off. So when I do this, I'm going to let my line kind of drive through and offset it. Okay? You'll have to come back then again and do some helper lines to decide, you know, and then erase. I'm going to erase either that little line or that little line, and I can decide which edge of my ribbon I want to come forward. So essentially what we're doing today is putting two lines down to make a shape. And then we could shade this shape tomorrow. We'll talk about that, and we'll get you started on that to make them look like a dimensional drawing or object. This one doesn't need a helper line. It's kind of a quick turn. You know, so if you imagine with me, like all we're drawing is we're trying to draw this. We're trying to draw like a folded piece of paper. That's a soft curve right there. But some of them are like quick twists, you know, and that's what this is. So here's more of a slower turn. Here's a big slow turn. Here's a quick twist. We'll have to kind of go back and decide, hey, which one do I want over the top? Is it that one? Or is it the other one? Do I want to erase these lines? All right? This takes a little bit of practice. What you shouldn't do is you shouldn't do this. You know, you should draw your first line, and most of my students will end up doing this. They'll end up drawing that first line, and then they'll come back and say, okay, Pataconi, here's my second line. And what they do is this. What's the problem with that? There's no turns, right? There's nothing happening in that. Okay? So what you'll want to do is you have to overlap, or you have to offset your line. So you have to, you know, sort of, I call it like driving badly. You know? Here you're driving like perfectly, you create like a little road, which we don't want. Here you're driving poorly and kind of like overlapping, intersecting. Okay? So you need that overlap. If you do this, you know, today we're practicing. It's not that big a deal. What I can do is say, okay, well, here, let's do this. Let's just erase part of your line and see if we can't get some overlap happening. Let's erase your second line and try it again. You know, and this time we'll blow through the turn and blow through the turn here and then overlap and blow through there, okay? So that's one way of drawing a ribbon. Here's my second way for you guys, okay? And this way some people like better. So I'll show you two ways and then you do. So this one, unfortunately, you can't do any flips, or I should say like loops. So this one is kind of more step by step, where you just do this. I'll show you kind of, let's show you three. We'll show a three-step thing here. So essentially, this is step one. Step two is you bring down the edges, the outermost, I think it's called the tangent, I don't know, the outermost edge of this curved edge. And when I'm bringing these down all about the same length. This is going to be the thickness of my ribbon. When I'm bringing them down kind of pitched in as well. So then step three will be this. So there's kind of two ways to go about this today. And you can decide which way. Step 3 would be just to connect these, following the contour or the parallel that's already above. Remember I said you kind of have to draw through things sometimes? We're going to just draw through this, and then we'll go back and clean it up. So now I can go back and clean it up. So the point of this whole thing is to be able to get you guys to be able to show a flip. Again, I mean, it's like the tires on a car, a cord, a watch band. You know, it happens in so many things in the natural world. So here's what you should not do for this method. This is what people do, and it's not good. They do this. Here are the errors people make. They bring these lines down unevenly, like of different lengths. Okay, so then the ribbon goes from thick to thin. Sometimes my students will bring down that line and they'll bring it down here instead of at the outside edge. So if you do that, it's not going to really work very well. The other thing they'll do sometimes is they'll just draw a line straight to it. Okay? Now, you laugh, but we're all guilty of these kinds of things, so I like to show you what not to do as well. So what you want to make sure you do is bring these all down the same length, and you got to, the most critical part is to follow what's here. I'm just looking at that, and I'm going to follow it all the way through and curve this way too. So I don't get here like a nice, I don't want a point there. This should be a curve that happens there, not a squared edge. Okay? So we get something that looks more like that. Okay? So you've got two methods now that you've learned. That sort of loose, quick one, whole arm, and then we follow it. And you know, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. What I'd like you to do is fill a page in your book, or maybe 2, or maybe 3, or maybe 4, until we get it, with ribbons. Fill the whole page, and we'll try to make them look good, and I'll come around and help you out, okay? And if you don't fill the whole page with one, add another one in.